Good Speedgaming 5. Good night, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I'm Cyber9. This is Speedgaming Live 2023. This is the Mega Man 2 Randomizer tournament, and this is a Group B matchup, the last matchup in Group B between Casual Tom and Vet. There's a lot of ramifications for this match because if Vet pulls off the upset against Casual Tom, we're going to have a three-way playoff race to decide who's going to be the two runners from Group B to go in. So strap in, folks. This is going to be a wild one. I'm going to set our runners loose, and we'll be off and going. Alright, folks, our runners have been given the green light, and in just a moment here on your screen, our runners will be off and running. Just to give you a reminder, this is a zipless tournament. The stages will be revealed, so we won't be seeing any zips in this race or throughout any of the matches that are happening in the 2023 version of the Mega Man 2 Randomizer tournament. As another mode, we are actually winding down quickly here. As far as group stage is concerned, there are only, counting this one, there are only 6 matches left, and they're all on the schedules, and we'll talk about that later, as our runners should be getting the green here in just a moment. And there we go, both runners got the green light. Let's see where we head off to. We are taking a split route. Casual Time going to go to Quick Man. We got Vet going to Flash Man. So let's see what horrors await our runners here. And Vet choosing to choose my favorite sprite in base, as Tom is playing as his custom-made sprite. So if this is your first time seeing the Mega Man 2 Randomizer, welcome. Glad to have you here. Your question, as usually gets asked, is what's randomized? Well, just about everything you can see in front of you, from color palettes to sprites to music in the background. So anything and everything is randomized. As we got ourselves some prop tops in the halfway point of Quick Man Hallway, and we got some turtles acting as our rabbits, and we got some Metroids that are one-shot killers in this scene. So that's good to see. The spike chains that usually are invincible to lemons are also damageable. And it looks like we got some frogs in the flashman area, but none are up top to stop Vet from getting his E-Tank, so he's going to be grabbing that in just a moment here. As both our runners are about to reach their respective Robot Master door. I think Vet's entering their door first, with Tom behind him just slightly. Just keep in mind, folks, the timers on screen does not matter. With the timers in racetime.gg is the one we will pay attention to. As we get a Woodman sighting in Flash Room here, he is Buster Soft, and this should be an easy one for Vet to take down. As we got Metal Man in Quick Room, he is not Buster Soft, so. But where is he? No, he's not Buster Soft. As we don't get an item out of Flash Stage, we'll see if Casual Tom gets an item out of Quick Stage here in a moment. We do not. So our runners are going to switch spots here, as I got to press the buttons here as I'm doing everything here. And Tom taking the time to check the Flash Crash Ball to see if it's weak to the Buster. It is not. Looks like the pot for the Squirms is not weak to the Buster, as Tom takes a bit of Toad in the face, as Vet is going down the quick shaft now. So like I said, we have I'm sorry. I said 6 races. That's counting this one. We have 5. We technically have 3. No, hold on. My math is terrible. So we technically have 3 1/4 races left. One of which is our makeup race between Game and Wild Dad and Sister Sama, as they've had to because real life gets in the way. They've had to postpone their 3rd race in their best of 3 for a little while. But that is on the board, and we are going to have it. The other races include all Group A matchups right now, as tomorrow night at 9 p.m. we got RSPC taking on Matt Philly. September 10th, Matt Philly will take on White Monster, and then on September 12th, which will be the last of group stage matchups, it will be myself versus RSPC. So look forward to those matches in the upcoming days of the Mega Man 2 Randomizer tournament. So both the runners taking down Quick and Flash relatively quickly, and see where they go next. Casual Tom going to go to Wood Stage, and Vet's going to go to Metal Stage next. So let's see what horrors await them here. Interested to see the Tom go to Wood Stage second without any items in tow, but hey, you know what? It's his choice. As Vet definitely wants all the juice boxes he can get, as I believe that's his 3rd one. I don't think he consumed any of his juice boxes yet, but I could be mistaken, as Vet is making his way through the metal hallway, as Tom's about to take on the hot dogs here in just a moment. Looks like Quick Boomerang's doing the job for Tom against the hot dogs here. A couple shots at him, and they go down. Vet now at the halfway point of Metal Stage here. Let's see if there are any fan fiends in the way. Folks, I swear I did not summon them into existence. I did not know they were in the seed. I just rolled the seed. In fact, you know what? We say Roll Chan does nothing wrong, but you know what? Just remember, she's the one who rolled it. As we got some birds, we got some toads, we got some squirrels, we got all laggy mess up top in the treehouse. And yep, Vet thinking about the fan feed that could have potentially been there in the gap, consciously prepared for it, and he's going to be entering the metal door here in just a moment. As Tom is having the longer stage between the two of them, and Wood Stage is going to be entering theirs. Meanwhile, we got an Buster Soft Airman on the belt, giving Vet a great pattern. Vet takes down Airman quickly and gets item 3 for his troubles too. As we see Flashman in Woodman's room, and is an ultimate weakness with the Quick Boomerang dumpstering Flashman. And no item out of Wood Stage. So Vet's going to go to Bubble Stage, Casual Tom's going to go to Bubble Stage. So both our runners taking down 3 Robot Masters, entering the same stage. Alright, so we see some fan fiends there. Might see them later. Didn't look like there was anything too considering I'm pressing the buttons on the side here. I didn't realize sometimes I'll miss stuff. So didn't look like there was anything too troublesome in the first section of Bubble Stage. One of the reasons that's important is because in the latter 3rd of Bubble Stage here is pretty much just about the same enemy setup. So depending on what you see on the first screen is what you're going to see on that last screen before you get to Bubbleman's door. As both our runners are taking their time, as again, this is a zipless tournament, so you won't see them zip through this section of Bubbleman's stage. Taking their time, and rightfully so. Vet using, I guess, our bubble, which is looking a little sparky, as pretty much keeping pace with Tom. Just a little note here about Tom is a few years ago we had a single day tournament, so Tom is a previous champion of the Mega Man 2 Randomizer tournament, so it's interesting to see Vet keep pace with him. But you know, there's still a long way to go in this best 2 out of 3. So there's Quickman in Bubble Room, and Looks like Tom is going to see if he can find a weakness. Looks like this Quickman is Buster Soft. And down it goes. Vet wisely choosing to use a juice box against Quickman. But he's sticking with this bubble for Quickman and mashes him down. Well done. Didn't get an item out of that stage, but still 4-piece for both our runners, as now they're swapping stages afterwards, as we got Tom going to Metal, where he'll get his item 3, and Vet going into Wood stage. Tom's fallen in love with this quick boomerang, and I don't blame him. It's pretty much taking care of a lot of his enemies, a lot of the enemies on screen, and it's not costing him a lot. So this is clearly his weapon of love for this particular seed. I mean, I've had that before. My last race versus Mad Philly, the Metal Blade pretty much destroyed everything in sight. And so I was constantly using it. Sometimes that's just the way it goes with these seeds. Is you get that one weapon that's doing the work for you, and you just say, you know what, I'm just gonna keep using it. That's the case here for Tom. It looks like. Meanwhile, Vet is dealing with the hot dogs. Let's say, even though he's in the longer stage, he might be behind Casual Tom now, as Tom does remember that fact that there could have been a fan fiend there, and there was, and Paul's buffers over the gap. As he is approaching the metal door, he's going to find that airman waiting for him on Metal Belt, as Vet gets tackled by the monkeys in the halfway point of Wood stage here. They were Buster Soft too. Speaking of Buster Soft, here's that Airman, and it looks like Airman's giving Tom the good pattern too, as Tom is going to bust down that Airman, and it's going to get his item 3 out of Metal stage. So let's see where we go next. Yep, it seems almost on cue, as we only have item 3 on tow, so we're off to the skies of Airman stage, as we get some F-Zero music, and we get some one-shot chickens in the sky. I would say put those in the air fryer, but this is the sky, so haven't gone to heat stage just yet. Meanwhile, Vet is entering their wood doors, going to find out about that Flashman. We'll see if he does some weakness search. He is not. But he's going to find out about it anyway, as he finds out about that quick boomerang, and he goes ahead and dumpsters his Flashman. So he's going to get his item 3. And he'll be following suit behind Tom into Airman stage. Forgot to mark off wood for Vet there, even though I might have misclicked stuff. Anyway, ooh, that was close to getting tackled there for Vet. Meanwhile, we got Crashman in Airman's room. He is not weak to quick boomerang. How about Metal? Metal's a charge. Metal does a good bit of damage, but I think he wants to find something else. Not Crash. So, is it Buster Soft? He is not Buster Soft, so it looks like this Crashman is going to be a Buster fight for Tom, as I don't think he cared for that charge heat, but that looked like a very fast charge for that charge heat, but he does take down Crashman altogether, and we get item 1 out of this, so I'm going to suspect that Tom is going to head off to Crashman stage next. As if on cue, there we go. And I'll just assume that Vet will take care of their Crashman in Air Room. He's also going to be searching for your weakness. Now, granted, here's the thing about Crashman. He reacts to B press inputs, and that's actually a pretty good boomerang, as he's soft to the boomerang. And we got a stationary item 1, it looks like, for us, that we got from Air Stage. Looks like Tom wants to try and Tom wanted to get rid of some of these lagphibians so he can reduce the time spent in the elevator section, but it looks like, okay, it looked like I thought he was going to reset the room there, but he is going to make his way up now rather slowly. Meanwhile, Vet is behind him now, but still not too far in Crest Stage. He's just a couple screens behind Tom, as with all the flickering and all the lag on the Casual's Tom screen, it's kind of hard to keep track of where he is. Yeah, Tom really just wants to get rid of some of these lagphibians so he can move quickly through the stage. That's just not going to happen, as he was waiting for the elevator platform to come around, and he did. As Vet's now dealing with the lagphibians on his side. Tom is now at the halfway point. Tom trying to take care of this Chenky Maker that's kind of in the way. It's not really so much as a choke point, just that, you know, it's there. One interesting fact about Chenky Makers in the randomizer is that they're actually not randomized. Looks like that is not a battery for shrimp, which is good news. As Tom kind of panicked there, I would say, with those shots. It's like, get out of here! I don't want to fall back down. Anyway, we got Batantons in the way. Going up the crash ladder here. Yep, Tom landed on item 3. He's gonna get that. And he's gonna get his juice box here. As we got Vet at the bottom of this ladder section here. Again, still keeping pace with Tom. Tom wisely deciding, you know what, I'm not going to risk it. That the Joe Mech does way too much damage, and he just decides, you know what, we're just going to off it and be on our way. Vet, meanwhile, using their item 3 to effect to get up this ladder. As we got a bubble sighting in Crash Room, and he is definitely got a great weakness with that metal blade for this Bubble Man, and down it goes. Vet opting not to get the juice box there, which is interesting. We also didn't get an item out of that stage, so by default, our item 2 is in Heatman stage. And we haven't seen Heatman, so he's waiting for us in his vanilla stage. Unless I'm mistaken, I'm pretty sure we haven't seen Heatman. Tom's got to be careful here. His health is low. He does find the metal blade, saving his juice box, but he does take him down. So off to Heatman stage as well for Vet. Still not too far behind Casual Tom. It looks like we got some of our gear jesters in the hallway for Heat Stage, which isn't too bad, but they do produce a good bit of lag. So Tom opting to use the pause buffer strat there, which I don't blame him. Doesn't look like Bubble. I think Tom wanted to check a couple of wall weaknesses, so we can probably check off Bubble. We can check off Quick Boomerang, and we can also check off the Buster for our Crash Walls. One thing about our Crash Walls is them and the Boo Beams, unlike Vanilla, will not share the same weakness as Tom. As Vet's got to be careful here. He does not have much health, and yep. So that lead that Tom had is increased tremendously, as Vet now has to go all the way through the hallway here again, as sadly he got tackled by the Jester Bot just before he reached the halfway point, which would have been down the ladder. So that's rough for Vet there, as Tom is now entering the crash door. And as if on cue, there's our Heat Man. He is Buster Soft, so generally, if you have a Buster Soft Heat, you're just gonna do it. If it wasn't Buster Soft, I'd definitely be hunting for other weapons. But it's Buster Soft. One more, down goes Heat Man, and off to Wily stages we go, as Tom is going to get their item 2 now from Heat stage. As we now raid Wily's castle, as we get to see the best eyebrows in video games. Alright, folks, so once again, if you have not been here before, we in the Mega Man 2 Randomizer community have a little game we like to play. It involves guessing the color of the dragon, guessing a weakness, and that got double knocked back there from the lag. And for extra bonus points, guess the sprite that's going to show up for this dragon coming up. As Tom pulls out their item 2 and says, you know, I'm not going to walk across this field, I'm not going to do it, can't make me. So with that being said, I'm going to go with my usual first seed choice of a purple green looking Grimace dragon, and I'm gonna say they're weak to metal this time, as Vet's trying to be careful not to get hit by another robot. Let's see a wall. Yep, he's weakness hunting for these walls. That air wasn't hitting. We don't know if it's So, with a lot of choices that are being used, he did not check with Heat, as he doesn't have any on hand. Bubble being the weird weapon that it is against the walls, it still potentially could be Bubble, but it didn't look like it was doing anything when Tom was using it. So, with that being said, I don't think they've tried Crash yet. I'm gonna call that dragon pink. That's not. I'm gonna call that purple. That's more of a pinkish dragon. If you look at the back of that dragon, that's definitely purple. That's a pink dragon. Not metal, not Crash. Is it lemons? Lemons. But yeah, that was more of a pink dragon. He had purple on the back. He had green on the joints, but I'm definitely calling that one more pinkish. And he's definitely weak to the Buster, so if you got the Buster portion, at least, I'll give you credit for it. Meanwhile, Vet, I think he used his ride to get across the gap here, as he's trying to time jumping up the Yoku blocks here when they appear there. So he's kind of feeling it right now, as he hates doing the Yoku blocks because he does not have item 2. Item 2 is actually at the end of the stage, so he's really having a bad time right now. So we got Tom now at the halfway point of Wily 2 here. He's approaching our Pico units for this seed. Hopefully they're the good kind and not the bad kind. There we go. Vet's got the rhythm now, but he was a little too quick on this next block, and he game overs in Heat stage. Alright, well, Tom's going to pick up the big energy before he takes on Pico here, as he falls in. Is that Crash he's starting on? Looks like that's Crash he's starting on. Looks like we got... Oh, it's metal, actually. This metal costs too much. I'm not sure I would use it. But Tom is going to use it. But it's also 1-to-1, so maybe it's not too bad. Yeah, so, you know, 1-to-1? Yeah, alright. As we got ourselves some good old Mega Man X boss music playing. As we got one more Pico unit, and down goes Pico for Tom. as Vet is going to get back to the halfway point of heat stage here now. And Tom's going to stop in pit row here to refill his metal blades, as Vet is trying to minimize it's not heat. Did you check crash? I don't think you checked crash. In fact, it might actually. Yep, it's crash. So we got a vanilla crash wall weakness with crash bumps. So we know that won't be the same weakness as the boo beams. As Tom has made it through the ooze of Wily 3 pipes, and about to see what awaits us in Wily's garage here, as Vet is doing the Yokus, sadly for him, and looks like Bowser's on parade, as we're going to try and take down Bowser's float here. Buster we? Not Buster. Not checking air, going straight to bubble. Quick! It is quick! And a ripperoo. Down goes the parade float for Bowser. As Tom will now move on to Wily 4, the great equalizer. But it may not equal too much, as he's got a rather sizable lead right now on Vet, as we get some good old this is clearly an acid remix of Zelda 2 Palace, but still, Tom going through Wily 4 now. Oop! Missed his step there. It's gonna land right on. Nope, didn't land on the turtle. But we do know where our invisible blocks are. It won't be on the left side here. It's right in the middle. Yep. You want to go right, Tom. Land right on the turtle. Sorry. And he's got to be careful here because he's low on item energy for both 1 and 2. Yes, that's where it is. And pause buffer. There we go. Considering we can actually see our float 4 is the seed. Let's see if Tom does the Buster only strats here. Yep, Tom does the Buster only strats for that room. It doesn't fall onto the spikes. And we're now at the halfway point of Wily 4 here. And we'll see how Tom deals with our anxiety rooms coming up here. And we also can see what our enemy set here is going to be. We got some prop. We got a singular prop top right now. Meanwhile, Vet has taken down Heatman in Heatman's room and is starting their Wily 1 approach. We'll see how that goes for him. Tom taking the long way around on the anxiety rooms as he's low on item energy here. Let's see if prop top falls right on. It does not. So he's going to jump on his item 2, and he's going to pause buffer to victory here. He's got only one item 1 on hand here, so he's going to jump on the first platform and then jump over. There we go. And we're in the hallway before the boo beams, as we got moles in the way, and they are not Buster soft. In fact, these are some sturdy moles. And one squirm pot in the way, just for good measure. And we're gonna see Tom test out wood on the boo beams here. Not wood, not the wall. He already knew about bubble, but he still checked anyway. Metals, not for the boo beams. He's gonna be happy to see him crash for the crash walls. And now it's just a matter of finding out what our boo beams are in fact weak to, as he takes down the last crash wall. Not Buster. How about full charge sheet? Nope. Air? Not air. Bubble? Not bubble. Looks like it's quick. And Tom, you know, has the juice box to spare, opting to take one there. As we got 2 more boo beams to take down with Quick Boomerang, and there we go. Tom taking down the last of the boo boos, and we'll be moving on to refights here. As we get some classic Final Fantasy 1 battle music to take on our robot masters here in the refights. Shoutouts to the FF Rando community who I think a couple years ago kind of tried to do a mixture of their tournament and then do some Mega Man 2 Rando with them. I don't remember exactly how that worked, but you know, it was interesting. But anyway, Tom is going the right side here, as I believe that was his second one, so he's got 6 more to go. The Final Fantasy community are friends of the two community, as far as I'm concerned. Alright, Tom is on their last robot master here, which is Crashman, and we did not know about air in the original 8 Robos, as it works wonders this time to take down Crashman, and we're going to try it straight off bat. The machine does not care for air, it is not weak to lemons, so we're going to try bubbles next. Not bubble, quick, not quick. So page 2, metal, not metal. Looks like it's the good boy Crash. Oh, did Crash not work? Something's wrong here. I think he missed something. I mean, outside of wood, which is actually working, I think he missed something here. Is it for both phases? Not for both phases. How about quick for phase 2? How about bubble phase 2? Yep, bubble for phase 2. I don't think his lemons hit. That may just be me, and he really didn't see that Crash Bomb actually worked. But either way, Tom takes down the machine, and off to victory road he goes. As Vet is now entering the sewers of Wily 3 here. And here's our alien, our doctor in form, morphing into what do we call this? What are we calling this? This Wily Charlie? Are we calling this Super Wily? Either way, it didn't care about leaves from Casual Tom, as Leaf Shield was the weakness for our quote-unquote alien for Dr. Wily, and down it goes. Meanwhile, Vet is presently continuing on, as he found Air Shooter for the machine, or for Bowser on Parade, and takes down the float, as he's going to move off to Wily 4 now. Tough going for Vet. Vet was actually keeping pace with Tom into Heatman stage. Sadly, he mistimed when the Jester Bot, which was in the room before the halfway point, just messed up his timing and killed him, which set him back a bit. but he's definitely not familiar with the Yokus in Mega Man 2, and that definitely didn't help him as well, as he definitely struggled in the Heatman stage here. But right now he's continuing on, and we always love to see runners finish. So folks, do give Vet your energy, as we want to see him complete this seed. Looks like Vet is choosing to forfeit here. So give us a moment as we have to reset everything and get ready for Game 2 of this best of 3 matchup between Casual Tom and Iraq Vet. So stay right where you are as we gotta reset everything. You know, I just got back and I just said a mouthful, but I had my other mic muted for whatever reason because I had turned on my air. Anyway, hey folks, I'm back. During that brief intermission, my internet decided to act up, as we got both our runners respectively entering their first Robot Master doors with Casual Tom and Quickman, and Vet entering the Flashman room, which we got a Quickman there. So both our runners in their second race of this best of 3. Tom taking the first one. Vet hadn't kept pace with Tom in the first stage, but sadly the Heatman stage did him in. He's got to be careful here. I think he has juice box. Meanwhile, I got a Woodman in Quickman's room, who's not busted soft, but is taken down quickly by Casual Tom. Anyway, Tom moving on to, well, I thought this Quickman was actually Buster Soft. He is not, and sadly he just goes right over and trucks Vet again. So we got both our runners now in Flash stage. Oh, did that crash bomb? No, I think that was lag that dissolved that wall. It didn't look like it was the crash bomb at all. I could be mistaken. But either way, folks, I've said this before during our previous races, but we in the Mega Man 2 Randomizer community are in desperate need of volunteers as well. We need commentators and trackers, so if you are interested in joining us here in the Mega Man 2 Randomizer 2, not only just to try this rando, but to do commentary and tracking, get in contact with me, get in contact with Charlie Boy, get in contact with anyone that's actually in the community, and we'll hook you up and we'll get you squared away. But right now, Vet sadly taking a game over and opting to go to Quickman stage next, hoping to find a weakness for that rather rough Quickman in Flash Room. But as far as a little more housekeeping is concerned, as Casual Tom is going to take on that Quickman in Flash Room here. Tom opting to go to Woodman stage. It doesn't look like we got an item out of Quickman stage here. But yeah, as far as a little housekeeping is going, aside from needing commentators and trackers to help us out, we have 4 more races on the, well, more like 3 1/4 races left on the docket as far as the group stages are concerned, and they're actually all on the schedule going into the next week. So so tomorrow night at 9 p.m. we got Group A matchup winding down, as this is the last matchup for Group B. We got RSBC taking on Matt Philly, and that's at 9 p.m. On the 5th. That's tomorrow. September 9th at 2 p.m. is going to be the third match between Gaming Wild Dad and Sinister Sama in their best of 3, and it's a makeup of a makeup of a makeup of a makeup. And then on the 10th, the day after, at 4 p.m., we got Matt Philly versus White Monster and more Group A matchup. And then on the following Tuesday, September 12th, it's going to be RSPC versus myself in Group A. And I believe that, depending on the outcome of the upcoming races, could determine who will be the top seed coming out of Group A. So look forward to all those races coming up within the next couple days, next week, in fact. And check on all, and keep an eye out on all the Speedgaming family of channels. And you know, I want to say again, thanks to Speedgaming for hosting our tournament again this year. Not just just having our tournament be a part of their family and networks, but being a part of Speedgaming Live 2023. As hopefully next year, it's one of my goals to get Speedgaming, this rando, into the on-site portion of Speedgaming Live. But for now, back to the action, as we got Vet on the conveyor belt in middle stage, and Tom entered Woodroom, which has a Buster Soft He-Man, who's definitely got his vanilla AI going. A couple more shots here, 2 more. There we go. Oh, 1 more. There we go. Down goes Heatman in Wood stage. Did we get an item? We did not. So off to metal stage for Tom. Meanwhile, Vet is entering middle room right now. God. Charlie, why should I know this track? I know it's a fighting game. Oh, thank you, Green Saber. Alright, so I'm very behind on tracking here. Give me a second here as I gotta catch up. Alright, so we got Crashman on the conveyor belt. He's actually a very spammy boy, but he's Buster Soft. And he goes down quickly for Tom. Sadly, the Spike Chain, which is the Mega Man 4 crushes, and we got 2 out of middle stage. Sadly, that crush would have kept Vet from going back into Flashman stage here and getting another E-Tank. Meanwhile, Tom pulling out his item too, and was looking to just skirt straight through the first portion of Bubble stage here, but the birds and the shrimp are giving him the business. And does he have enough to make it? Just barely. So Tom taking a bit of time here to try and get through this first portion of Bubble Man stage. Meanwhile, Vet having Crashman's weapon on hand as a soft weakness of the light. Dumpstering Quickman in Flash Room, getting his revenge, and off to Bubbleman stage for him now. So both our runners trekking through the same stage. Just keep in mind, Tom actually has a lead presently as he finished Woodman stage. As a Robot Master ahead, Vet pulling up the rear in bubble stage here. Sadly, Tom decided, you know what? Much like the first seed, he found a weapon that worked very well in that leaf shield, and he's like, "I'm gonna keep using this. This isn't bad, even though it's inverted." And Tom using some of that item too to clear the last half of the bubble stage to get to the door. And we're about to find out who is sunk underwater here. And it is in fact Metal Man, who probably is getting a little rusty down there, as we have a supercharged heat, and or was that air? That was air, actually, I think. But either way, it did its job on Metal Man and absolutely tearing right through him, as Tom is now moving on to air stage next. And boy, let me tell you, I love me some Double Dragon, and this track is from Double Dragon 2. Anyway, Vet having a hard time with this Metal Man that's very spammable in Bubble Man's room. Definitely give him a really hard time. This Metal Man wants Vet to die. Meanwhile, time is past the halfway point of Air Stage. Gonna pick up an extra man there, and Tom's gonna ride his item 2 through the second half of Air Stage here, much to his delight, as he is now past the halfway point of this last section of Air Stage, as Vet is behind him now into Air Stage here. As we enter the Airman door with April O'Neil's picture above the door. And we got ourselves a Flashman in Air Room, and he is definitely Buster Sub, and he's going to take all 8 of those lemons, and we're going to say goodnight to Flashman, as Tom gets item 1 out of Air Stage here, and yep, on cue, off to Vet finding his biggest fans, pushing him away, not letting him to land onto that platform. So off to Heatman Stage, Tom goes with item 1 and 2 in tow. And I think Tom slipped there. I think he wanted to take the D-boost off that crab and then jump across, but that did not happen. So we got crabs, and we got some tiki torches in He-Man Stage here. As Tom's gonna try and just bulldoze his way without slowing down here in He-Man Stage here, as he's gonna have a crab come in front of him here in a moment. There we go, as if on cue. One more crab in front. There we go, and he's about to get into the first Yoku section here, as we get to see some lovely, my favorite enemies in that section, the Prop Tops. I have a terrible time when they show up there. I don't know why. I gotta fix that. Meanwhile, Tom's making it look easy, making me look weak, as he's putting that item 1 to outstanding use and just blazing on through that part of Heatman Stage. And he's gonna pull out his item 2 next, and he's gonna fly on through the fire pit and ignore the rest of the Yuko blocks. Gonna pick up that extra life along the way and fly away, yeah. Anyway, Vet is at the halfway point now, or past the halfway point, I'm sorry, of Air Stage, using that inverted leaf to great effect, as Tom is entering the heat door now. And we're going to find out who our Robot Master is waiting for us. I actually haven't been keeping track of what Robot Masters we've seen or not. But there's Airman, who we definitely have not seen yet. And sadly for Tom, we learned that our item 3 is in fact hidden behind Crashman Stage, as Vet is taking on a Flashman in Airman's room. There we go, Dumpster Sam. And there's some good old versus music from the Versus series of Marvel, from Capcom. As this is, I believe this is Gambit's theme. Anyway, Tom with item 1 in tow, and Lightning Lord's a little way, just gonna be tagging them as we go past, is making these making the elevator stages look easy, as he's gonna have a really good time coming out of 8 Robos here, pulling out his item 2, jumping right on up. And without item 3, we got Tom. It looked like Tom was going to go left side there, but he's not. That item 1 is not long enough to stay there, so Tom's going to pause buffer over to avoid getting hit by the shellfish there, or shell crab, purple crab, and then climb up the right side. I thought he was going to take the left side, but he opted not to. But knowing Tom, he'll definitely pick up his E-tank here before going to the crash door. There we go. As if on cue. And he's going to enter the door here in just a moment. And I'm trying to think who's left for Robot Masters that we haven't seen. Bubble. It's Bubble. That's who we haven't seen yet. Not Buster Soft. Does not care for metal. How about... No, can't really see with that crash. He was hoping for oh, he found an ultimate weakness with air for Bubble Man and just dumpster him. 1745 coming out of Robo's, getting his item 3 as well, and off to Robot Master state, off to Wily stages we go, or I should say Oats stages, as we got Dr. Oats looking to give us a nutritious breakfast every day. Meanwhile, Vet looks like he used metal to dumpster that Heatman and Woodman's room. So, Fan Fiends will not allow Tom to item 2 his way across, so he is going to have to walk down and come out the other end with item 1 to the other side. Meanwhile, Vet opting to go to Crashman stage next, where as opposed to go to Heatman stage, even though he does have item 2 on hand. But yeah, folks, I almost forgot, but get your guesses in chat as far as what the Dragon Color weakness and Sprite is going to be. I'm going to say, well, he was weak to Kami last time. Screw it, we're going full meme on this. It's going to be the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Is going to be weak to Bubble. And Tiki's in the way. Use air. Yep. There we go. Meanwhile, Vet still making their crash run. They still have to go through heat stage as well. And it's a rather sickly looking dragon there. Definitely a pea-colored dragon. Not air. Not lemons. Not bubble quick. He's trying to pause buffer through the shot there. And it is quick. And down goes the dragon on Casual Tom's side. As Vet is entering the crash room where he's got a Bubble Man waiting for him. And boys, you need to go home and be a family man. As this music, as we're entering Wily 2, and clearly it goes with everything. As Tom is going to refill their items here, I think, or not. Yep, make a fool out of me. As he's got plenty of item 1 and 3 in tow, as well as some more 2 on hand. He's not going to check the crash walls this time, so we still don't know what the weakness for those are. Tom pulling out his lemons to get rid of the tellies and these springers, and they're trying to avoid the lightning lords, but nope, one little bolt gets them. And just for good measure, how about some crabs? As Tom is approaching the Pico units here, and we'll see what awaits us as far as a boss up. This is not a good Pico. Leaf being a weakness, but sadly it takes one too many. Air is 1-to-1, but Tom does not have enough air shooter to take them all down. So he's still gonna have to find another weakness, or go back to air, or go back to Leaf to take down the remaining Pico units. He's gonna be one short. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking he's gonna do. Is go let the last one hit him and just mash Leaf shield into it, which is definitely something I probably would have done, but I don't know. Meanwhile, Bet is trying to be careful not to get touched by these pop tops and heat stage here, as if he hugs one of them, he's dead. He does have item 2 in tow, and he's hoping to get to the door, the heat door, before all is over. I don't know what enemy awaits him in the hallway beforehand. Hopefully it's nothing too terrible, as we get it looks like Wiley, or I say Oates, used the chemicals for the pipes, as he's got some clean pipes in the sewers here. Let's see. Oh, it's some squirms. Yeah, okay. So Vet's going to be entering the heat door here in just a moment here. I don't know if he has any juice boxes on hand, as Tom is floating down through Wiley's through Oates' pipes, as he's going to be approaching the garage door here in just a moment. And was Airman in the way? And nope, Vet does not have any E-tanks on hand, so he takes that in the face. Looks like the castle's house in the Technodrome. The Technodrome does not like vitamin C, so Tom plugs away with the Buster and takes down the Technodrome here. As Vet wants to get one more lemon in on that Airman, and down it goes. So Vet's going to be out of 8 robos here, and he's got a lot of ground to pick up. But Tom is in the Great Equalizer, so anything could happen still. Let's see, Tom has a better time with the invisible floors here. Yep, he gets through the one as opposed to jumping in through the 2 middle ones, which we had in the last seed. Let's see if he does. Yep, he makes it through the second room using the BO strats. As Vet is going to find out about the fan fiends in just a moment here. Yep. Casual Tom is now in our anxiety rooms. We got nothing in the first room. And that short timer on the item 1, I don't like. So he's probably going to use item 3 here in this room. Alright, well, item 1 did get him up the platform just enough. And it is a rabbit, or Shrek I should say, in the way. And Tom skillfully avoids the carrot shots and doesn't get knocked down into the pit. As Tom's got 2 more jumps. There we go. Picking up some item 1 for good measure. Checking the heat. Not heat. How about Leaf? For God weakness. Walls? Not walls. How about metal? Metal. Crash? Not crash. Quick? Not quick. Air? And it's air for the walls. Oh. As Vet takes on the rather sickly dragon, and he's finally found a metal weakness for the dragon. Not bubble. Not. Or should, you already did that. Bubble. Quick. It's Crash. There we go. Tom takes down the Boovings there. You know, depending on how these refights go, Tom may sub 30 this seed. As we once again gonna tell all these robot masters to go home and be a family man. I think the way this version of Randomizer goes, that we get the same track twice in one seed, but here we are. His Golf's theme has appeared again, as Tom is low on Crash Bombs, and it's gonna go to right across to the other side, and he does know about the weakness for, well, he knows about lemons for this Flashman. He's just going to use lemons to take him down. So that's 2 for Tom, actually. And we get to take on Woodman next. Tom trying to get those lemons in. He's going to take his E-Tag. Nope. But he will pick up the big energy there from Woodman's corpse, as he takes on Crashman next. Sadly, didn't get the energy from that Crashman, but he still has all his tanks in tow. Wisely opts to consume one, as that one shot from the air shooter went over Bubbleman's head, as Vet is about to take on the Pico units here in a moment. Metal, how about Crash? Well, at least we know 2 of our weaknesses are Leaf Shield and Air. Quick, not quick. So the Pico units will always have 3 weaknesses about them, and Vet finding out about the Air Shooter for the Pico units, and is very happy about that. Meanwhile, Tom, I believe, is this either 7 or 8 with Heatman in front of us here on Tom's side. No, 7. So this is 8 for Tom, which is Airman in his well, it's relatively vanilla location in the refight room. And he actually was a bro. Buster us off in 2 shots before the jump. And there's the portal to the machine. Gonna switch to metal on Tom's side, interestingly enough. And it is weak to Metal Blade. I wonder where he came to that conclusion. And it's for both sides of the machine. Sadly, Tom will be just over 30 for this seed. I thought he was on 30 pace there, coming in at 25, but apparently is just still a little too much time left. So he'll be at 30XX here in a moment here when he takes on the alien. As he quickly approaches the other door on Victory Road here, as Vet is in the garage, going through the pipes, about to enter the garage door for Oats 3, or Wily 3. And Tom just going straight at it. Vet finding lemons for the Technodrome. Not air. And it's Leaf Shield once again. Tom gotta be careful. Takes the E-Tank wisely. And one more Leaf Shield. There we go. So Tom finishes with a racetime.gg time of 30:42. So get those GGs in chat, folks. And it looks like Vet is opting not to finish. So get GGs in fact, chat. Follow both the runners this evening, as they gave us a fantastic set of races here. With that, Group B is complete. Tom will move on to a single elimination part of the tournament, and Vet, valiantly coming in last minute to join us in this tournament, will be going back home.
Hello?
Sorry, one man show in the booth here, pressing all the buttons. But hey, thanks for joining me here in the booth. GG's.
Yeah, thanks, and thanks for commentating. As well as all the other work that you did behind the scenes. Really appreciate it.
So, standard questions. What did you think of those seeds?
Overall, not too tough. That first seed had a lot of repeating enemies, it felt like. The squirms, saw a lot of those. It's a lot of toothpaste.
Yeah, you did what I would like to refer to as falling in love with one weapon and just saying, you know what, I'm just gonna use this the rest of the seed.
That was quick boomerang.
Quick boomerang.
Oh yeah, yeah. I had fun with that one because I mean, it shredded everything and it consumed no ammo. And just like everything was weak to it. Even like bosses later on, I think.
Yeah, you had a few. There was a few. I think Flashman or Flash or Bubble were one or both of them, in fact. Also joining us is Vet, so GG's fella.
What's up, GG? It's Tom.
Thanks, Vet. GG. Thanks so much for joining. What'd you think of the seeds?
The seeds were all right. I'm just trash, bro.
Oh, you did fine, man. You got that 1 W the other day.
Yeah. I was just not used to playing anymore, but I was making a lot of mistakes. But in the first seed, Heat stage just crushed me, man. But
Vet, if you want me to make you feel better, you're actually keeping pace with Tom as we were both going to Heat last. But sadly, Heat did you in.
Yeah, I did.
Damn.
Yeah, and that's the thing, man, is when you're racing somebody like Tom, you can't give him an inch because he's just gone after that, you know?
Oh, I made my own mistakes today.
Oh,
like
man.
that death I took in Heat in the second seed, I couldn't even explain what happened. I misjudged where I thought I was landing, I think, or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a fun race, though. I mean, it was good times, but I just couldn't get it together the last 2 nights, man.
Yeah, I mean, you were doing fine yesterday and the day before. I'll make sure to review the races. I mean, I always enjoy doing that, and I always recommend that people do that. It's a part of the experience is watching and getting feedback and comparing racers and seeds and all that. But yeah, I'm glad you had fun.
Yeah, it's always a good time.
Yeah, I really have nothing else to add to this, honestly.
The only other thing that stuck in my head is I write down weaknesses when I find them during a seed with a pad and pen. And I wrote down the weakness for metal in the second seed, and I forgot I had it. It was air, and I just used air for it was weak. 2 bosses were weak to it. I think it was bubble and metal. And I just used it on bubble. I refilled it, and I switched, and then I just didn't realize. So right after the fight, I was like, oh right, that was metal, and I knew his weakness. So, oh well, little time lost there.
Yeah, but not too much time lost. Yeah, like I said, I really don't have too many notes for this best of 3, as we're actually winding down here for group stages. Amazingly.
Yeah, it's gonna be a busy week.
Too bad we couldn't have a 3-way tie, huh?
That would have been. I don't even know how that would have worked. We could have done like a 3-way sudden death. That would have been pretty cool.
I mean, my thought was going to be 3-way sudden death, 1 race. Whoever's in last is out. First, second, third is out.
Yeah, well, I mean, do any other groups have that? Any odds of that happening still? Let's see how the brackets look.
Well, technically, right now, it's all Group A action from here, outside of the makeup between. Hold on,
I guess that's right.
Hold on, I got my things being slow here. I'm trying to bring up the schedule, but I do have the challenge up too. But pretty much, it's Group A action. That's all happening, and pretty much it's going to come down to just I think to the last race. As tomorrow night, if I'm going off the top of my head here, is clearly my browser does not want to switch over to the schedule. At 9 p, we got RSBC and Matt Philly. You're commentating that one.
Yeah,
I know
I'll be
that.
joining you guys for that. So stay tuned or tune in or whatever.
Yeah. Then Saturday is the makeup for Gaming Wild Dad and Sinister Sama in Group C. That's going to be that's on the 9th at 2. Sunday at 4 p is going to be Matt Philly and White Monster. Vet actually signed up for that one. So glad to have you do that, Vet. And then next Tuesday is going to be me and RSBC. So if it shakes out like I think it might, that race is going to determine who's the one, who's the two.
Let's see. Yeah, he's got one, and you got two. So I mean, yeah, he's got to win that. But yeah, I'll be commentating on that with Creed that night. So yeah, tomorrow Tuesday and the following Tuesday, same time. I'll be doing commentary and joined by Creed next week. And that one on the 12th should be the last one in the group stage if we stay on schedule.
Yep. And it's going to be straight to single elimination brackets where we're not going to leave. I'm not sure if I want to reveal them after that race or if I want to do a separate stream involving it. And that's probably what's going to end up happening. As I pretty much got to reset everything in Discord so that everyone that's involved is in that room to get their matches together and then boot everyone once they're eliminated. But yeah, so folks, come back tomorrow night. RSBC Matt Philly, 9 p.m. On the Speed Gaming Network families. One of them, I don't know which one yet. That'll be decided later on. 9 p.m. Eastern, and we'll see you then.
All right, thanks. GG's again, Vet. Thanks so much for joining our group when we couldn't get a fourth. Really appreciate you filling that need, and you did great. And I really do hope to see more of you. It's always a blast having you around. And yeah.
Well, thanks, man. Appreciate it. It's always a good time. Always have fun with these randos, man. They're a lot of fun.
Indeed.
And good luck to you and the rest of the touring.
Thanks.
All right, then. Take care, everyone.
Thanks a lot. Have a good one. Bye.